Here we are then with the start of Season 2 of Championship to Champions League in Football Manager 2022. But the question is, where have we ended up? Now, with the FM22 giveaway being announced tomorrow, make sure that you get any of your final entries in today. It is going to be your last chance. I will be announcing the winner on both the Newcastle video and the Championship to Champions League video tomorrow in tomorrow's episode. So look forward to that. Good luck to everybody. I will be putting you all into a randomizer and picking one of your names out. But yes, Cardiff City, there they are there. Looking at the facilities page, which may well tell you that we're not at Cardiff anymore. And the reason why, okay, before I get into who we have took over, the reason why was finances. We were offered a £300,000 wage budget with all of the clauses and stuff at the club. We were going to be spending way over $450,000 per week. So we were unable to bring in anybody at all. We were unable to bring in any new contracts for players that were at the club. And you can see, it's ridiculous. If you look at that squad, they've got a squad of 22, and one of them is leaving, one of them's already out on loan. They're an absolute mess of a football club, and I decided to get out while I could. If you look at their transfer history, they've brought in Christy Pym from Peterborough United, but that's about it. On the outgoings, they've let go of Dylan Phillips, which is a crazy transfer to get rid of. Marlon Pack, he seems to have gone as well. Just unbelievable how they've got rid of those key players that were around and about at Cardiff. And Philip Koku has come in. His first job since being sacked by Derby County. So that's an interesting one. But it'll be interesting to see where they end up this year. They are predicted to finish 6th. I really don't see it. I do not see it with that squad, with that lack of depth. I don't see it. So we got out while we could. I applied for a couple of jobs and I was offered one by a club that is a little bit more financially better off. Plays in a better stadium, has a much richer history, and you may call them a fallen giant. We have, of course, took over Nottingham Forest. We are trying to become the new Brian Clough and get Nottingham Forest back into the Premier League, back where they belong, in my opinion, and really try and push them on. I think this is going to be a good 2-3 year project at Nottingham Forest. They're much more stable financially than Cardiff City were. They've got some good facilities, a decent wage budget, decent transfer budget, £3 million at the moment, and we have managed to bring in some really cracking players. So I will introduce you to the squad in a minute, but first of all, we're going to talk about transfers. So these are the 5 that have been brought in since we arrived at the club. Ivo Pinto has come in, 32-year-old Portuguese player. The signing was already lined up before we came. He has played at this level before with Norwich City, did okay for them. He's come in on a free transfer from Fortuna Sittard. The next signing, unbelievable how we've managed to attract him. Gareth Bale on a free transfer, 33 years old now, 4-star abilities. Look at some of these attributes. And when he played for Real Madrid last season, which is crazy to say for a championship player, he did pretty well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he gets on this season for us. We will see. We've also signed Jermaine Defoe on a free transfer. He's 39 years old now. He is a classic guy that I like to bring in on Football Manager. You've seen it over the years. I love a bit of Jermaine Defoe, and I'm hoping he can find the form that he had maybe back in the Sunderland years. He did okay for Bournemouth as well that season. And he's been doing okay for Rangers over the last few years, particularly last season. You look, 3 goals in 2 starts, so he can still find the back of the net, still got good finishing, still has decent pace, believe it or not, at the age of 39. coming up to 40. Speaking of old players, Billy Sharp has come in, 36 years old these days, but was the top scorer in the Championship that's last season, 23 in 37 starts, so he is going to score goals for us no matter what, I think, up top. So I'm really excited to see him. And the next signing is, of course, Ben Woodburn. Brought him in on a free transfer from Liverpool. And I have to say, I was quite surprised we managed to get him, but I had a decent season at Hearts last season in the Cinch Premiership. Is one of those players that can play anywhere, attacking. He can play in the midfield, and he looks like a decent player. So got some good attributes. He's still only 22 years old. I think that could be a really cracking signing. So we haven't spent a penny yet at Nottingham Forest, and we'll see how it goes. On the outgoings, we have had a few. Lyle Taylor, 425k to Sunderland. Mohamed Drager, 550k to Huddersfield Town. But we will see how it goes going forward. This is the squad that we are left with. Quite a big squad. Lots and lots of younger players in there, and we've interspliced that with some of the experienced signings, particularly in the attacking areas. The top player, according to this, is Scott McKenna. Gareth Bale up there as well. Bryce Samba, our goalkeeper. Ojeda and Ryan Yates in our midfield. Joe Worrell, our captain, looking very good. Ben Woodburn up there. So plenty of good players. But what really attracted me to Nottingham Forest was the potential. Lots and lots of really good potential players. And plenty of that are tied down to pretty long contracts, which is good. And we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes over the next few matches. So we are going to be going for the 3 up top formation that I have been using a little bit with Newcastle. It just seemed to make sense. We had a lot of strikers at the club, so why not? And we've went out and we've bought a couple of players on a free transfer, and yeah, really happy with this. So hopefully this will work out. So this is the team that we are going for today. Bryce Samba will be starting goal. A 28-year-old Congolese goalkeeper. Decent attributes, not brilliant. Had an okay season last year, 5 clean sheets. Only conceded 32 in 26 games. So that's what I'm looking for him again this season. We've then got Jaden Richardson at right back, 21-year-old English player. Not great attributes, I have to say, but has got good potential. 3.5 to 4.5 star ability, or potential, sorry. Was at Forest Green Rovers last season in League 2. Didn't really play a lot, so possibly a little bit of a worry throwing him straight into the action today. So Scott McKenna is going to be in centre-back position. Decent attributes, good tackling, good marking, good heading. He's going to be somebody that I think could be a key player for us. Averaged a 7 last season. Joe Worrell as our captain, our club captain. He has got some excellent attributes, can still improve. He's only 25 at the end of the day. He's looking very good indeed. And then Nicholas Ianu, left back, can play anywhere down that left-hand side. Decent attributes. Played okay last season in Serie B. We've then got Brian Ojeda and Ryan Yates in the middle of the park. So there's a look at Ojeda. He's going to be playing as a Mazzala, and Ryan Yates is going to be playing as a ball-winning midfielder. Some decent stats in there. 24 years old. Quite happy to see him. Gareth Bale, of course, will be starting in behind Lewis Graben, who at 34 years old, we have no idea how he's going to get on, but did score 12 goals last season. We'll see how he does. Billy Sharp is going to be leading our attack and hopefully getting somewhere near that 23-goal return from last season. And Umar Niassi is going to be up there as well. 11 goals for him last year, so really hoping that he will prove his worth in today's game against Preston. Reading. So let's get into the action then and see how we get on in our first match in charge of Nottingham Forest. So leave a like, let me know down in the comment section down below. What do you think? Where are we going to finish? Do you think it was the right decision? Personally, I think it has to be the right decision. You know, we weren't going to be able to take Cardiff any further forward. We couldn't do any business whatsoever. We were only getting 5% transfer revenue, so we couldn't even sell players to move them up to get ourselves new players. It was tough. It was going to be really tough. And although we had signed some good experienced players in January, were we going to be able to take that forward? I really don't know. So let's see how we get on against Reading today. It's going to be a tough one, I think. Reading away on the opening day of the season, it's not probably what you want as your introduction to the team, but new manager syndrome. Hopefully we go out there, we get that honeymoon period, we get a decent performance from the likes of Gareth Bale, Billy Sharp, who have come in and are going to be raring to go, hopefully. So here we go. Here's Osorio, now to Puskas. Here's Murillo, Ayaria to Rom Hotter. What's he going to do with it? Loron, Rom Hotter again into the middle, and it's a decent block, and Yates gets it away. Here's Sharp, here's Lewis Graben now. Bit of space over there for Niassi, but Graben still going, he whips it in, and that's going to be a throw in. Who's going to take it? Nobody, apparently, which is a shame. Here's Ianu, gets it to Niassi, to Yates. Yates to Gareth Bale. Yates again, gets it wide to Ojeda. Ojeda whips it in. Niassi's there now. Niassi back to Yates. Here's Ianu. Ianu into the middle, and it's Lewis Graben, but he can't do anything with it. Here's Jaden Richardson. Now Ojeda to Bale, to Yates. And here's Niassi, and it's 1-0. And Umar Niassi gets the goal, and it's 1-0 to the Forest. And that is exactly what we wanted. Great start. Decent football. Long highlights. Always ending goals. So you'd seem to know that was coming. And Umar Niassi with a wonderful finish. And it's 1-0. The Hannard era at Nottingham Forest gets off to the perfect start. Here's Gareth Bale with the corner, whips it in. McKenna's there, and it's 2-0. And there's the first assist for Gareth Bale of the season. A lovely, beautifully whipped in cross. And it was Scott McKenna that was waiting there with his head. Knocks it into the back of the net. And it's 2-0 now. And that is exactly what we're talking about. Here's Reading though coming back. McIntyre was there, but it is cleared. Here's Ajaria now on the ball. Here's McIntyre now. McIntyre whips it in. It's away by Worrell. Here's Tetek. Tetek still going. Murillo. Back to Laurent. Are we going to get this back? Here's Ajaria. Lots of space outside for McIntyre. Gets it in to Puskas. Good save by Samba. And that is what we needed from our goalkeeper there. Here's Osorio. Whips it into the middle. It's headed away. And away by Worrell this time. Graben's there. Flicks it on. Nobody there to pick up the pieces though, unfortunately. So Reading move to the bottom of the table. And, well, here's Richardson. He's going to try a long throw. Gets it into Graben, who flicks it on. And only as far as Rafael Cabral there. And it's booted away. Here's Yates to Ojeda. Here's Gareth Bale now. Gareth Bale still going. Can he whip it in? It's Ojeda. Back to Bale. Here's Richardson into the middle. Niassi's there, but once again, just a little bit too far. Here's Yates. Yates gets it in. Ojeda. Is he going to whip it in? He does. Richardson. And it's Billy Sharp. And he scores his first goal of the season. And all of a sudden, it's 3-0. Just after the 30-minute mark, and we are absolutely tearing Reading apart here. This is brilliant. Ojeda whipped it in originally. Richardson with the header, and then a bullet header from Billy Sharp, and he gets his first goal of the season. Cardiff City 1-0 down against Preston North End, interestingly enough. So we'll keep an eye on how they're getting on in their match and basically see if we made the right decision. Certainly seems that way at the moment. Absolutely brilliant first half. Got to be happy. Got to be happy with that. So can we keep it up in the second half. We are currently top of the table, although Barnsley have just displaced us, so that wasn't very long-lived, but that was a poor goal kick. Here's Ianu on the left-hand side. He's pushing forward. What can he do with it? Is he going to whip it in? I think he is, No, he gets it back to Yates into the middle. Well, Yeda was there but couldn't do anything. Here's Ajaria now. Ajaria on the ball, gets it forward to Puskas. Puskas scores. And now Reading back in the game. George Puskas with the finish. Took it round the keeper, stuck it in the back of the net. It was a nice little move that. Ajaria spotted the through ball. Puskas went in behind, took it wide, and knocked it in. And now it's 3-1. Sunderland 3-1 down to Barnsley, which you wouldn't expect. Here's Gareth Bale then with the corner into the middle. It's punched away, but here's Ojeda. Oh, hits the post. That was nearly an absolute cracker of a goal. Didn't quite happen though. So 68 minutes gone. Lewis Graben is going to come off. We're going to bring on Ben Woodburn up top. And I think that should be fine. Maybe we swap him round with Billy Sharp. See how he gets on. Gareth Bale's going to come off as well for Brennan Johnson. We'll see how he gets on. And then Oliver Norwood is going to come on for Ryan Yates. That looks good to me. So 3 substitutions. Let's see if we can hang on to it. Samba gets it forward. Here's Iano. Iano on the ball again. Here's Worrell, sorry. Here's McKenna. Back to Worrell. Worrell now to Ianu on the ball on the left-hand side. And that's a terrible tackle from Giscombe. And that is a red card. That's a controversial decision. But it's a red card nonetheless. Now then, Norwood whips it in. Worrell's there. Oh, I thought it was going to be 4-1. I had me fist clenched ready. But it didn't quite happen. Here's Norwood again. Whips it in. It's Worrell over the bar. Well, that's 2 now. It's 2 big chances he's had. Here's Azario. Gets it in. Header. Oh, it hits the bar. Oh, and it's cleared by Worrell. It was bumbling around in the area. I had no idea what was going to happen, but luckily for us, it looks like we've come away with the 3 points, and that is the perfect start to the season, and that is exactly what we wanted, considering, we took a risk leaving Cardiff City, who we finished 4th place last season, to join a club that finished 9th last season in Nottingham Forest, but we seem to have made the right decision. I will certainly settle for that. And, I'm looking at that start and thinking we've got to come back for that Cardiff City game, haven't we? We've got to truly see if we have made the right decision. So next time out, tomorrow, we will be back with Cardiff City and Coventry City. And we will be announcing the giveaway winner. So if you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. Let me know down in the comment section, where do you think we're going to finish this season? Have we made the right decision? Would you have made the same decision? Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.